Listen up. I'm about to save you from financial ruin, but you're probably not going to like what I'm about to say. Here's the truth nobody wants to tell you. Nearly 80% of retail traders lose money in their first year. 80%. That's not a statistic. That's a massacre. You see these TikTok gurus flashing Lambos. You see line goes up memes. You think you're investing. But here's what's actually happening. You're playing the bigger fool game. Your profit only comes when you find someone dumber than you to buy your worthless tokens at a higher price. That's it. That's the whole game. And right now, you're the fool everyone else is looking for. If you're treating crypto like a lottery ticket, if you're shorting the dump with your rent money, if you think 3 YouTube videos made you a trader, this video is your last warning before you blow up your account. I'm not here to hype you up. I'm here to slap you awake. Let's get into it. First truth, if you're trying to make crypto your primary income source as a beginner, you're signing your financial death certificate. I need you to understand something. Only 1% of traders remain profitable over a 5-year period. 1%. That means 99 out of 100 people who think they're quitting their jobs and trading full-time end up broke, bitter, and back at their old desk, except now they're $20,000 in debt. But I'm different. No, you're not. The crypto market moves in rapid cycles of boom and bust that are far more severe than the stock market. We're talking 80% drawdowns in weeks. We're talking altcoins going to zero overnight. We're talking scam projects, rug pulls, and coordinated pump and dumps that will vaporize your capital before you even understand what hit you. The professionals who actually make money, they've spent years learning market structure. They've blown up accounts. They've cried over 6-figure losses. They've developed the emotional discipline to sit on their hands when their brain is screaming, "Buy the dip." You think you can learn that in a week? In a month? You're delusional. Crypto should be your side experiment, not your main account. It should be money you can afford to lose completely, not your mortgage, not your emergency fund, not your kids' college savings. Treat it like your main income, and the market will treat you like its main course. Second truth, the small account monster and risk management. Here's where most of you are right now. You see Bitcoin dumping, your hands start shaking. You open a 20x short with 10% of your portfolio because it's obviously going down. Then you're liquidated in a wick. 30 seconds, your money's gone. Meanwhile, the professional trader, they're risking 1 to 2% per trade. Maximum. You heard that right. The people making real money are risking tiny fractions of their account on each position. They understand something you don't. Survival is more important than getting rich quick. But you're gambling 10%, 20%, sometimes 50% on a single trade because you're desperate, because you're impatient, because you need that win to feel something. And the exchanges? Oh, they love you. Let me be brutally honest. Crypto exchanges are engineered to extract your capital. High trading fees that eat into every move you make, liquidity wicks designed to hunt stop losses, gamified interfaces with sounds and colors that trigger your dopamine, literal addiction loops built into the platform. You're not trading, you're pulling a slot machine lever. Small accounts get destroyed because you don't have the capital buffer to survive the market's natural volatility. One bad trade and you're done. One emotional revenge trade and you're wiped out. If you can't follow strict position sizing, if you can't limit yourself to 1 to 2% risk per trade, then you need to close the app right now because the market isn't going to teach you discipline. It's going to teach you bankruptcy. Third truth, the technical analysis trap, and you're about to learn that the hard way. I know you love your charts, your moving averages, your RSI divergences, your head and shoulders patterns that can't fail. Here's the problem. This market is driven by social media hype machines and celebrity endorsements, not your lines. Elon tweets, your chart means nothing. The Fed announces rate policy, your support level gets obliterated. An exchange gets hacked, your triangle pattern is irrelevant. Technical analysis can work, but only when combined with fundamental analysis. FA means monitoring Federal Reserve policies and macro trends. understanding interest rates, inflation, and global liquidity, researching the actual use case of the coin you're buying. Does it solve a real problem, or is it just another dog meme? Tracking regulatory news, exchange flows, and whale movements. Without FA, your TA is just random guesswork dressed up in fancy indicators. You're essentially trying to predict a hurricane by looking at a single cloud. It doesn't work. The market doesn't care about your trend line. It cares about macro liquidity, risk sentiment, and whether there's a greater fool willing to buy your bags. If you're not studying the broader economic picture, if you're just drawing lines and hoping, you're not trading. You're gambling, and the house always wins. So where does that leave you? If you've already lost money, if you're sitting there right now feeling sick about blown trades and liquidated positions, stop. Completely. Stop. I'm serious. Close the exchange, delete the app, take a 1 to 3 month cooling off period to stop the emotional bleeding. You need to break the cycle. Every time you chase a loss, you dig deeper. Every time you just one more trade yourself, you're feeding the addiction. Step back, breathe, learn. Study risk management, study macroeconomics, study actual successful traders, not the ones selling you courses, but the ones sharing real loss stories and hard lessons. And if you can't handle the discipline, if you can't follow position sizing rules, if you can't stop yourself from revenge trading, then do something productive with your life instead of gambling. Go build a skill, start a side business, invest in index funds, do literally anything other than feeding your money to the crypto market monster. This isn't motivational, this isn't hype, this is the truth. The market will still be here when you're ready, but if you keep trading like this, your money won't be. That's up to you. If this video made you uncomfortable, good. That means you needed to hear it. If you're angry at me right now, even better. That anger means I struck a nerve, and that nerve is probably connected to your denial. I'm not here to sell you hopium. I'm here to give you a reality check before you lose everything. Share this with someone who needs to hear it, and if that someone is you, take the next 3 months off. I promise the market will still be here. But will your capital? That's up to you.